I am Dr. KanterByrd, and I am presenting research results from a research study performed with my colleague Nathan Kanter on a method for transforming a broad topic to a focused topic for developing research questions. This research helps students to answer critical questions about their topic, further clarifying the significance of the topic or project. The implications of this work will help students to build skills in questioning and posing questions. The contribution of this work is in helping students to pose questions and ask questions that will strengthen their critical thinking skills in the practice of engineering and computer science. The purpose of this study is to assess students' perception of a method that is designed to challenge students to think critically about questions about their research topics and to better understand what they know about the topic, what remains to be known about the topic, and what their target audience should understand about the topic as a result of the research. The aims of this work are to introduce an activity worksheet approach for transforming topics to questions for developing research questions. The second aim is to assess students' perception of the usability of the activity worksheet method. The objective is to help students ask significant questions to better inform their future steps in the development of research questions. The research question guiding this work is, how do students perceive the usability of the activity worksheet method for developing and evaluating questions about topic ideas? The topics worksheet method was introduced to undergraduates enrolled in an introductory data visualization course at Purdue University in fall 2019. Table 1 shows that the majority of the students were sophomores and juniors. The course is a 16-week course that meets twice a week with a lecture lab format. The learning objective for the course is to introduce the data visualization process. Students are required to demonstrate their proficiency in applying the data visualization process by presenting results from a research topic of their choosing with data and visualizations to support their conclusions. The Developing Research Topics worksheets consist of 4 worksheets, which guide students from identifying topics, from topics to questions, from questions to a problem statement, and from a problem statement to identifying data sources. For this work, we are presenting results from the use of the second worksheet. The goal of the Topics to Questions worksheet is to articulate what the student hopes to find out about the topic of interest. The objective of the worksheet is that students will transition from a broad topic to a specific research question. The expected outcomes of the worksheet are that students will answer the appropriate and applicable questions about their topic. The assumption in completing the worksheet is that students have generated a list of topics of interest before completing the worksheet. The Topics to Questions worksheet asks students to answer a series of questions regarding their research topic. For example, what do you want to find out about the topic? Why is the topic important? Or the significance of the problem? How do I want my reader to respond? We ask students to articulate what topic they are studying so that they could further explain, so what do you not know about that topic? Which is what question 2 asks the students to think about and articulate. The third question asks students to state or to further explain why they want to. The third question asks students, what do they hope their reader to understand as a result of the research that they intend to do? Worksheet and assessment. Likert scales were used to indicate the level of agreement with the following statements. Statement 1, the worksheet helped me to identify the significance of my topic by helping me to articulate what I want to find out about the topic. Statement 2, the worksheet helped me to identify the significance of the topic by helping me to articulate what I want to help my reader to understand. A 5-point Likert scale was used in order to help students to indicate their level of agreement or disagreement with these statements. For this work, we consider a value of 3 or higher to be favorable, less than 3 to be less favorable. For this work, only the student's self-assessment data for the usability of the worksheets were analyzed. The mean value is used as the basic descriptive statistical indicator for each statement in the survey research instrument. T-test calculations are used to compare Likert scores by sections and by question. Microsoft t-test function was used to calculate p-values using two-tailed distribution for two sample unequal variance. An alpha level of 0.05 was used for all tests to determine statistical significance. The activity worksheet was completed by 43 students. Table 2 shows the mean and p-value for comparison between sections. Table 2 shows that the overall mean for the worksheet was 3.69. T-tests revealed that the comparison between the two sections was not significant. Table 3 shows the t-test results for statement 1, which is, the worksheet helped me identify the significance of my topic by helping me articulate what I want to find out about the topic. As seen in Table 3, the overall mean for statement 1 is 3.77. And in this case, we consider this to be favorable, despite the fact that our p-value shows there was no statistical significance between the two sections. In this table, we see the results for statement 2, which is, the worksheet helped me identify the significance of my topic by helping me articulate what I want my reader to understand. The overall mean value is 3.6. Our p-value suggests that there is no statistical significance between the two sections. However, we view this as being a favorable response. Comparing usability statements by section, Table 5 shows the frequency of response counts for statements 1 and 2 for each of the sections as well as the combined sections. Most student responses were agree. In the second column, the majority of the responses, 69%, were agree. From section A, 68% were agree. And from section B, 70% were agree. Table 6 shows the frequency response counts for statement 1 alone, what I need to find out about the topic. As shown in this table, once again, most responses were of agree. In Table 7, we see for statement 2, what I want the reader to understand about the topic. Overall, 67% of responses were agree for statement 2. We acknowledge a limitation of the assessment instrument. It does not accurately capture what a neutral response could mean. It could be, I don't know, or it could be indifference, or it could be a guess. To address this limitation, in the next implementation of this worksheet, care will be taken to accurately capture a wider range of what a neutral response could mean, or the neutral response may be removed as an option. The second limitation is the participant sample size. The worksheets will be offered to more classes and more students from various disciplines and offered also to graduate students in the future. The analysis of the data for the topics to questions worksheets show that the difference in responses between the two sections is not statistically significant. However, we are encouraged by mean values for individual statements, which show an overall favorable perception of the worksheet. Students found the topics to questions worksheet to be helpful in articulating what students want to find out, meaning what they don't know about a topic, and helping students to figure out what they want their readers to understand about their topic. That is why the research is important. In this work, we have presented results from the worksheet Topics to Questions. However, this worksheet that we have presented is one of a 4-part series of worksheets. The worksheets together are intended to walk students through the process of identifying topics, going from topics to questions, from questions to a problem statement, and ultimately from a problem statement to identifying appropriate data sources. 3 of the 4 worksheets are presented at the FIE2020 conference this year. We would like to acknowledge the Department of Computer Graphics Technology at Purdue University, students who enrolled in the Fall 2019 course for their feedback for this study. I'd also like to acknowledge the graduate teaching assistant, Zongchen Chu, and Drs. Mary Sadowski and Paula Laurent for their recommendations and feedback. The worksheet content that has been presented in this work was adapted from the book, The Craft of Research, the 4th edition. This concludes our presentation.